Good morning, students. Welcome back after your first term examination. Let's continue the syllabus. Previously, we have completed our 7 units, and today we are going to start our unit that is small business and enterprises. In this unit, you just come to know about two concepts. One is your small business, and another is entrepreneurship development. What are the learning objective? Let's see. After reading this unit or understanding, you just learn that what is the meaning of small industry or business, its features, tiny sector, meaning of cottage and rural industry, role of small business in India. It is one of the most important topic. Please mark. Whatever the government assistance and special schemes for the industries in the rural and backward and hilly areas is to be provided. Means what are the efforts made by the government. Function of NSIC. We will talk in detail what is NSIC. Functions of DIC as well. In entrepreneurship development, you just come to know that what is the basic concept, its meaning, features, what is its need, process, India startup scheme, and ways to fund startup and intellectual property right. You just come to know about these topics. You learn these things when we did this unit, small business. Let's start with the meaning of small business. That what is a small business? Small business, clear by its name, small plus business means the business that is on the small scale. But if we talk about that technically, what its meaning can be? Widely, if we say, it refers to a business that independently owned and operated and meets certain criteria for the number of employees and sales volume. And you know the most important thing, because we know very well that India is not a rich country. If we talk about the entrepreneurs here, they are not as much rich and sound to invest in large scale business. If we compare the ratio, the small scale entrepreneurships are much more in percentage, are much more than the large scale entrepreneurs. And if you just have a look around you, if we see there are so many small shops, there are so many small vendors, we find hawkers are there who are just earning their livelihoods. And if we talk about the big entrepreneurs that are very small in number, it means whatever the inflow and outflow take place in the economy, it is just because of the small traders who are doing the business. It means our economy is more based on the small scale industry. So we can say the small businesses play a significant role in Indian economy. These businesses have made significant contribution in the field of employment generation as well as economic development. If you look around yourself, you find in the market there are so many shops, so many workers are there, there are so many factories, so many labor is working there. What does it mean? The small scale business provide employment to those people as well. And whatever they are producing, it adds on in the GDP of the economy. It means it is also helpful in the economic development. For the past few years, a range of products, that is a simple consumer goods to based on the latest technology like the electronic product, TV, AC, so many things you find at your home as well, are being produced by these people. Even government has nicely understood the importance of these business, and for this reason, in all the 5-year plan so far, special attention has been paid to the development of the business. First, it is imperative to understand the meaning of the business, small business or the industry. Then we will go for the detail. whenever we talk about the parameters, please underline the last line of this para in your book. Some of the prevalent parameter for measuring the volume are as follows. You may find the question in the paper that what are the parameters of measuring the volume of a business, whether or what are the basic criteria on which we can find that the business is small or a large one. On the basis of the volume of the capital invested there, on the basis of the volume of output, value of output, volume of output, number of workers working there. In India, often it is adjusted on the basis of the volume of capital invested, whether the business is large or small. So these are the parameters, and on the basis of capital, we can say the business is large or small. Please underline these points because these are very important from examination point of view. Now let's see the meaning of small scale business. Here the flow chart is floating on the screen if you see. As per the IDRA, means Indian Development and Regulation Act 1951, if any of the enterprise which employs not more than 50% when using power and 100 when not using power, with the capital asset not exceed rupee 5 lakh, then it is known as small business. And you know, this definition is always revised year to year. Whenever the changes take place, it is revised. Presently, if we talk about the, and as per the Act, MSMED Act 2006, that is the Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Act, it classifies the business enterprises in two categories, that is your manufacturing enterprises as well as service enterprises. If we talk about the manufacturing enterprises, all those enterprises which has invested in plant and machinery or the capital invested up to 25 lakh, that are known as the micro, up to 5 crore small business, and up to 10 crore, that is medium business enterprises. If we talk about the service sector, for the micro or small business it is 2 crore, and for medium business it is 5 crore. I request students please to keep unmute themselves. Aman, keep yourself unmute. So this is the classification of the business enterprises. You ever find that on the basis of the capital invested, what will be the type of business, whether it will be the small one or the large one or the micro or the medium. Now the question arises, what is the role of small business in India? It is one of the very important topic you ever had. Role of small business in rural India. We know that India is the country of villages. Here the maximum population resides in villages. The standard of living here is not high because of many reasons. Among of these reasons, the primary reasons are happen to unemployment, financial crisis, fewer opportunities of the ASEAN, scarcity of resources. The issue to contemplate here how the country will develop in this situation, it is known as carrying in view the India resides in the rural area. Certainly the development of the villages is required or needed. Now the question arises, how the development of the villages take place? The question of this answer is that with the establishment of the small business development in the rural area, we can, because small business play a very significant role in the development of rural area. So by promoting the rural business, by promoting the small business, we can develop the rural areas. And the main features of, if we talk about that, what are the roles played by the small business in the development? By learning following points that we are going to discuss, you people just come to know that what is the role of small business in India. So we are just going to discuss these points, that what is the role of small business in India. Let's see. The point number one, it is more employment. As I told you that the small scale business provide employment opportunities to so many business, so many people. So in this way, we know very well in the small scale industries, the technology is used less while the labor is used more. We know that in the small scale industries, labor intensive techniques are used more. It means these are the enterprises which are the labor oriented. Thus, the more labor is required in these industries. In the Indian rural area, ample labor is available. Some of the people in rural area remain unemployed for the whole year. Some other do farming for a part of the year and remain idle for rest of the period. And small business are helpful to provide the employment for both of the categories, whether they are the unemployed for the whole year or whether they are unemployed for the partial time of the year. But we know very well that in small scale businesses, the labor oriented techniques are to be used. Just because of that, they require as much labor. Second is economic strength. No doubt, small scale business provide the economic strength to the rural areas as well. How? See, firstly, when these business are limited amount of capital and other resources are required, so any person can get rid of the financial constraints by commencing such business. Secondly, they provide employment to the unemployed, so then they can come out from the trap of the unemployment and they can make themselves financially sound. So in this way, in these two ways, it provides economic strength to the people who are living in the rural areas. So we can say that no doubt small scale industries and business provide economic strength to the people residing in the rural area. Third point, opportunity to the artisan. We know very well there are some artisans are there, means they have their art in their hands in different fields, and they are just manufacture their own products by using their skills. But because of lack of opportunities, their skills do not come into limelight. But the small scale business provide opportunity to that type of people as well. So this provides an impetus to their talent, means बढ़ावा देना उनको they get a support. In fact, who get a support? The artisans, small specialists who have a specific skills, but due to lack of funds they are not able to do. So small scale business just provide the opportunities to their skills. Balanced regional development. These enterprises are often dependent on the local sources of the production. So what happened in that case? Whenever a new business started in the rural area, they also assemble the resources nearby area. This also helpful to develop that particular region as well. So it is also helpful in the regional development. In this way, the industry do not just limit themselves to a particular place, but diversity. It also helps in the balanced regional development. Promotion of standard of living. With the establishment of small-scale business in the rural area and nearby region, villagers get many type of facilities like employment, electricity, water, roads, education, bank, mode of transport. In such situation, promotion of the standard of living is certain and inevitable. You have seen so many examples like Noida is there, Gurgaon, NCR, so many places are there, Delhi, some areas of the Delhi you find where the industrial sector come, they developed, they flourished. Similar to that, in any of the rural area, when the industries take place, when the businesses take place, that area will be flourished itself because people get employed there, they assemble the resources nearby the region, the regional development will be there, GDP will be increased there, people get rid of unemployment, they will get return for their skills and the work or the efforts they are doing. Overall, their standard of living will be promoted definitely. Moreover, all the facilities will be provided there, the basic facilities to live like the electricity, water, road, education, bank, mode of transport, everything will be provided there. So what are these things? These things are helpful to increase the standard of living or to promote the standard of living of the people of that particular area. So in this way, small scale business also raise the or promote the standard of living of the people living there. Better utilization of the local resources, because whenever in any of the rural area the businesses take place, what happened there, they need the labor there, barren land is there, means the land that is unused and remain idle, raw material and either remain idle or unutilized or unused is very less quantity. With the establishment of these small scale industries, these resources will be utilized in such a better manner. The proper utilization of the resources will be there, whether in the terms of labor we talk, whether in the terms of barren land, or whether in the terms of material we talk. In every term, these things used so properly, utilized in such a manner that the resources will be better utilized and it will be helpful in the development of that particular local area as well. Seventh, less pressure of population on agriculture. As more population depend upon the land for its survival and the land is further divided into small pieces, it is no longer remain beneficial to do farming on the small fields. Every year there is further increase in the approx 30 lakh people who depend on agriculture. So this has become very much necessary to reduce this burden on the land. And this is possible only when the people will establish small scale business. So in a way, when the small scale business or the industries will be established, what happen in that case? Whenever the small scale business or the industries will be established, in that case, there will be less pressure of population on agriculture. On the agriculture, the pressure will become very less because people will get opportunities to get engaged in other works, whether it is a small scale industry, cottage industry, micro business, any case is there. More means apart from the work, the pressure they have on the agriculture, apart from this, they get some extra work to do. No doubt it will reduce the pressure or the burden of the population on agriculture. Equitable distribution of income. With the establishment of these business, the income of the country is not just concentrated with some handful city industrialists, but it is also distributed among many small rural industrialists. This helps to reduce the gap between the rich and the poor in the country. With the establishment of these business, the income of the country is not just concentrated with some handful city industrialists, but is also distributed among some rural industries. In this way, it helps to reduce the gap between the rich and the poor section of the society. So these are the various points which just explain us that how important role plays a small business in the development of India. In India, small business play a very significant and vital role in the development of our economy. So do it so well, add your own ideas as well. Let's move to the next topic. It is financial assistance to industries, rural, backward and hilly areas. We know that the majority of the population in India lives in the rural, backward and hilly areas. These people establish different type of small industries in order to make their living. These industries generally depend on the local raw material. The people who establish these industries have very limited financial resources, hence it is absolutely necessary that the necessary finance should be made available for the development of these industries. Before we study the type of the financial assistance that is given to these industry, we should study the types of the industry first. Let's see. The types of industries do you ever find these are established in the rural, backward and hilly areas. Number one, agro-based industry. The most of the industries which are established in these areas are based on the agriculture. These industries manufacture many new products. Second one is the cotton industry that is located inside the houses, and it includes the beekeeping, soap making, and handicraft, etc. Khadi and village industry. These industries cover weaving khadi cloth, preparing spices, making jaggery, mustard oil, woodwork, pottery, and candles. Candle making means. So these are the village industries as well as the khadi industries. So these are the different type of industries that are established in the rural and the backward and hilly areas. Now see what is the assistance is provided to them. No doubt financial assistance can be provided through banks only. So various type of banks has been opened. What to do? We will do the group discussion tomorrow about this topic, and you have to read each and every bank, its meaning, and mark for which purpose that bank has been opened, or what is the objective of that particular bank. Like the commercial bank accept the deposits and provide loans to the people. Land development bank, regional rural bank, RRBs, National Bank of Agriculture and Rural Development, that is NABARD. One of the famous concept that you study in 10th standard as well. I just want to recall it. As you know that RBI is the apex bank of all the commercial bank. RBI means the Reserve Bank of India. Similar to that, in case of small scale industries, the NABARD is the bank that is take care of all the agriculture and rural development. What are its functions that you have to learn? And it is, please mark this topic from examination point of view. You may have the separate note about NABARD as well. Primary Agriculture Cooperative Credit Societies, SIDBI is also there, and NSIC and DIC. NSIC means the National Small Industry Corporation Limited, where its head offices in Delhi, regional offices are in New Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Chennai, 11 branches in the important more cities and spread in entire country as well. The following other functions are also given to you. District Industry Center. Concept of district industry center just comes into 1997. What is the basic difference between the national small industry? You have to read each and every word so thoroughly and identify what is the difference between NSIC and DIC. And tomorrow we will have a small discussion during the query session, and you may send your queries on the WhatsApp as well.